Hi guys, welcome back to Mel's Kitchen. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make French crepe. You guys has been asking me for this video for a while now on my main channel, and I finally decided that it's time to share this recipe with you because I'm so confident about it. I'm so comfortable making it now that here you guys are getting their full recipe in detail. And don't worry about the portion of what I use. Everything will be down below in the description box, so please go ahead and look for the ingredients and the portion that I use in the description box. So here we go. Here are all the ingredients that you're going to be needing. First, you're going to be needing milk, eggs, flour, some sugar, and of course we cannot leave the butter. So it's as simple as this, as easy as it gets. All the ingredients that you're gonna need. First thing we're gonna do is go ahead and melt the butter on 30 seconds, and of course crack our eggs. Now what we're gonna do is get a pan and throw all our ingredients into one pan. Yes, we're just gonna dash everything in and mix everything together and get a good mix. So here am I throwing in my eggs, and you have to do this part really fast because you do not want anything lumping up. So I'm just throwing in everything as fast as I can, and I always like to throw my butter in last because it's a little bit warm. So I just go ahead, as you guys can see, I put it in and start mixing right away. And I'm mixing this with my hand mixer, but if you have a tabletop mixer, that's fine, you still can go ahead and use it, but make sure that you are mixing on the highest level. So normally if I use a tabletop mixer with the bowl, I would start at the lowest level and keep climbing until it takes the highest level that it can manage. But with my hand mixer, I realize that I move faster, and that is what you want. You do not want to get any lump, so you need to move as fast as possible and mix every single ingredient which is into this pan because you really don't want any lump. That is very important. Now I'm going to stop the mixer and use my spatula and just check to see if everything is mixed out properly. But as you guys can see on the tip of the spatula, I have a little lump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my mixer and go ahead and give it a last mix just to make sure everything is mixed properly. And this mixing takes from like 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere there, just to make sure that everything mixed properly, because one, you don't want to over mix, and two, you do not want any lump. Excuse me. So now that we've done mixing and the mixture is looking really good, just take the spatula and check again, and as you guys can see, nothing comes up on the spatula, so you know that mixing is good. So what you need to do now, very important, this is a must done step, you cannot skip this step. You need to cover the mixture with film wrap, which I was attempting to do, but then it just wasn't working out for me. So I do what I always go for, the easier route. I'm just gonna take a plate and I'm just gonna cover it, which seals in everything perfectly, and then this needs to rest in the fridge for 1 hour. You can let it stay 1 hour 30, but no more than that. 1 hour is a perfect time. Now that my 1 hour has passed, I'm going to take the mixture out of the fridge, as you guys can see here, and what I'm gonna do is take a soup spoon. This is a very important part. You need a soup spoon of the size of the one that I'm showing you. You also need a crepe pan. A crepe pan is a specific pan. You can get these on Amazon if you cannot find them in your supermarket or in your store somewhere close by. You can easily get it on Amazon. You will also need some oil, and here I have oil, easy access in a small bowl with a spoon. You will figure out why I have it like this, but you'll need some oil. And then what I'm gonna do is use my soup spoon and just make sure that I mix the mixture up really well, because it's been sitting in the fridge for 1 hour. So you need to make sure that everything is mixed properly. And yes, it needs to be this runny, it needs to be this liquidy. Of course, we use 1 liter of milk, so it is expected. So I'm mixing it as best as I can, but of course you don't want to play in it too much because of course it's a mixture. So now I'm going to go ahead and preheat my crepe pan. You need to make sure that the crepe pan is preheated properly because you don't want to put the batter in cold pan. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of oil in there. This part is very important, but what I'm going to do is wipe that oil out. Just make sure that you don't really see the oil in the bottom of the pan. You're just greasing the pan basically. So if you want, you can also go ahead and use a oil spray, but doing it like this for me is perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my soup spoon, fill my soup spoon with the liquid and just throw it out into the crepe pan. But as you guys can see, I'm doing the rotation of my wrist motion to ensure that the batter is spread evenly in the pan. This is very important, so you have to use that wrist motion. And if you realize that the pan was in my left hand and I'm using my right hand to throw the batter in, so this is what I'm going to use to flip the crepe in the pan when it's ready. So here am I just hand checking to see if this side is ready, and no, it is not ready as yet. So how you may ask how you know when the crepe is ready. If you look closely, you can see to the side of the crepe that it's getting a little bit brown. So this is an indication to tell it that it's ready to turn. Or you can do what I did earlier, just hand check it. When you flip it, don't be afraid to use your hand and position back that crepe properly into the pan, and each side will look completely different. So if you look on the opposite side, now you're going to see what it looks like, and the indication that will tell you that it's ready. There we are. It looks different from this side. It have just some little bubbles. Oops. I did not put that properly into the plate, so I have to fix it. There you are, getting a perfect view. So it's just the bubbles on the other side that becomes brown, that tells you that, hey, the crepe is ready. And the crepe do not need to be browner than this, and you're going to go ahead and repeat this step over and over until the mixture is finished. Now this recipe should yield about 20 crepe. So if you get that amount, even 19 is fine, even 21, not too bad. But here am I slowing down the rotation motion for you, just to give you guys an idea how important this part is. You have to shake and turn the wrist as you go along, just to ensure that you spread this properly in the pan. When you throw your mixture in, you're not supposed to have no space in the bottom of this crepe pan. Everything should be covered evenly. And here we are after finishing the entire pan of mixture with all our crepes, looking yummy, and we are ready to eat. Now you can use a number of things to put in your crepe filling, but in my household, we love a good Nutella in our crepe filling. So I'm just going to show you how to spread the Nutella in the crepe, just to get the crepe properly. Oops, here I am saying oops again. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just using just a reasonable amount of Nutella. If you like chocolate that much, then you can use that bit heavier. But I'm going very light, because though we love putting Nutella in our crepe, we love putting it very light. So I'm just putting it on one side. If you do realize, I'm not putting it on the entire circle. And then after spreading this evenly on half of the crepe, what I'm going to do is fold the crepe in half, and then I'm going to keep folding it until I get a small triangle. So there we go, doing the half fold, then we fold again, then we fold again, and this fold should be the final fold. And there you have a perfect crepe ready to eat. And what I'd advise you is, I had to learn this as a non-French living in France, how to eat crepe properly. So you need to bite the crepe from the open side of the crepe and not the opposite end, because you need to let the chocolate stay in the crepe. So there's a few things. You can put banana in it, whipped cream in it, you can put sugar in it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how you like it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.